Greyhound Gold is brought to you by Digital Greyhound Racing. Their NFT racing game has recently launched and is currently in the trialling stage, meaning you can purchase a dog and start racing now. To find out more, head over to betnft.run.
G'day punters, welcome to another edition of Greyhound Gold, the last one for 2022. Hopefully we can find you a few winners. We got a really good card there, Mandurah Friday night, and an even better card, Cannington Saturday on Christmas Eve. Hayden King, how are you, mate?
Gee, this is the biggest boil over since Polly put the kettle on. I'm back 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, they were paying cricket score odds for that kind of a result. Will 2023 be similar, or?
I don't think so. Let's be honest, it's been a pretty drawn out thing that I've lasted this long, so I'm hanging by a thread, I feel.
Well, I certainly hope so, but no, I don't mean that. But no, it's been good fun. Hopefully we can finish off 2022 with a bang. But before we do that, we've got to go back to our run of the week last week. And on Saturday night, we had the final of the Christmas gift. This was a best 8 listed race over the 715 metres. It was taken out by Superman Keeping for Sean Kavanagh. The race starts off with Clifton Cruz leading, jumping to action from box 1, shows a bit of pace, and with his natural action of trying to get wide on the track, he actually took Pilbara right out towards the 600 metre boxes. This gave Superman Keeping a saloon passage on the inside, all the room in the world to move. Quickly strolled into second place. Zarbell started to make ground as they went past the 380. He's just copped a few bumps and that halted his momentum. We see Lima Manelli eventually get to the rail, starts making a stack of ground, but while that's happening, Superman Keeping's out in front, making every post a winner, went on to win in very good time. Zarbell eventually worked his way into second. It was another good run from the 715 metre champ. Lima Manelli was a really good run first up over 715 metres. We've seen David Hobby do this before with Lashes Manelli in a heat of the Galaxy a couple of years ago. Lima Manelli was equally as impressive here, finishing third in what was a good field. The overall sections for Superman Keeping, 5.74, 29.96, 11.80 the run home, 41.76. One of the quicker times we've seen over 715 metres in some time. Hayden, this was very impressive from a relative newcomer to WA.
Yeah, Superman Keeping, he was flying up there. And does he have a kryptonite, Brett?
Well, we'll find out in weeks to come. It was a pretty good field, though, I must be said. I do think he's a dog that probably wants to get interested early, get on the arm if possible, or sit in the first couple. I'm not sure. We saw him at Mandurah, just look a bit unsure about going around Pilbara there, so probably do want him settling forward in his races, but clearly the dog can run a bit of time.
Yeah, I was impressed by the effort. It was a step up on what he'd been doing, so hopefully he can keep it going.
Yep, for sure. Congratulations to Sean Kavanagh, I should say, and owner Brad Cook. That was a very impressive performance indeed. Mandurah Friday night. Good card ahead. We see the final of the shorts, which will be a good race. Nice little lead up into the Birthday Cup heats in a few weeks. My best bet. Race 11, number 6, Sonzazuri gets the downgrade here. I think this dog should be leading. I think he should be winning. I'm not sure if... Probably the only dog in the field I'm a little bit worried about is Naval Guard in 8, but not sure if Naval Guard is going to be able to lead Sonzazuri, and their run homes aren't that dissimilar. So with the extra bit of pace early, I think Sonzazuri can use the downgrade to advantage, get on the arm and get the cash there in race 11. For a bit of value, race 8, number 6, Windburn Joy's first up over 405 metres. This dog had been racing over 520 in town at Cannington. Some of those performances were pretty good. His PB over the 520 wasn't too bad. Is a dog that does have a little bit of early speed, and all the early pace he looks to be on the inside. There's a big watch here on panel damage in box 1, who's near to the kennel for Adam Smithson, but he's got to deal with Light Manelli, who's got a bit of pace there in too. I think Windburn Joy stays pretty straight out of the boxes, can sit handy enough here, and over 405 should be very strong to the line. So looking for a bit of a price there. Race 8, number 6, Windburn Joy to go. Race 11, number 6, Sonzazuri. How about yourself there Friday night at Mandurah?
Well, just before we get into this, Brett,
This will be good.
this has been a genuine request from some of our viewers. Now, going back a couple of weeks ago, I asked you about how the dating scene was going. We want a follow-up.
Yeah, I should stick to being at Cannington on a Saturday night and Mandurah on a Friday night, Hayden. We don't need to go down those kind of paths, particularly when there's family lunches to be had over the next couple of days.
Well, I'm just telling you honestly, there have been some inquiries. That is not coming from me.
I'm very impressed that Greyhound Gold's actually getting a few inquiries full stop. That's actually news to me,
Well,
Hayden.
it might be people who work on the show that have inquired.
Well, I might be able to pay for a few more dinners if you can find us a couple at Mandurah
Yeah, I will.
on Friday night.
Hey, I've got one for you. Race 2, number 8, Amy Bell. I called the race on Sunday where she met a very similar field and she was able to get up outside of Fallout Girl, then finessed her way underneath mid-stages and was able to take that out. Now, this Friday, draws immediately outside of Fallout Girl and should get a beautiful cover across early, and then that should be it. I think she's clearly got them for class, and box 8's going to play right into her
Times
hands.
and margins, you reckon?
Yeah, well, we know I'm a fan of the pink, and so that's pink number 1, and we're going back to race number 1 for my value. Race 1, number 8, Show No Mercy. Now, this dog is one of the slowest beginners in WA, but the dog is getting progressively better out of the box, and I've been paying attention to that. And now from box number 8, I just feel like there could be a little bit of cluttering up, and the dog immediately inside has a bit of early dash. If Show No Mercy can preserve that run out wide, I could see it sweeping into it, and it has been finding the line really strongly lately. I just hope it begins close enough so it stays on the outside of them rather than ducking back to the inside. So it's going to be big odds, big odds. Race 1, number 8, Show No Mercy. I like it each
So
way.
hopefully jumping okay, staying out the track, bit of trouble on the inside. Bang.
Does need a bit of luck, but we're going to get a price.
That's okay. That's very exciting. Good to see you're not shy of the fairy floss there. Mandurah Friday night. Let's turn our attention to Cannington on Saturday night. The feature being a Grade 5 series final. My best bet very late in the program. This will be the second last race in WA in Australia before Christmas. Cannington, race 11, number 1. Karen. I was about to say before the end of the year. That's going to be New Year's Eve, but we'll work before Christmas. Sensational, Brett. Race 11, number 1, Karen. Look, I was chips in with this girl at Mandurah going back a couple of weeks ago. Just got held up early. I think the longer run to the first turn over 520 is going to be more suitable for Karen. Don't see anything going with her early. We've seen her run very quick times at Cannington in the past. Should just be a put in, take out here. Race 11, number 1, Karen. For a bit of value a little bit earlier on in the program. Race 3, number 8, Browse 1. I liked what he did last week. He showed good pace from the outside draw. He had box 6. He was able to eventually cross, but had Westland Comet on his outside. That's just the wrong dog to have on your tail. Westland Comet's very, very strong to the line. And I think this race is a little bit easier than what he was up against last week. It should be a bit of a price there out there in box 8. If he is able to get the arm all to himself, he can improve that time last week and should go a little bit better being second up. So race 3, number 8, Browse 1 to go. Race 11, number 1, Cannington. Karen, I should say, going really well here. What do you like Christmas Eve?
Well, we might need you to invest in this dog. My Time. We might need to get you a calendar or something because you're off the rails. Race 1, number 8, My Time. This will win. Trialled up really well before that previous run. Went sub 30 there, and then last start just got into awful bother on that first turn. Should get all that room. We know I love box number 8. Here's another one. Should be able to get up outside the pace early. Showed a bit of dash in that trial as well, and I think it's just got them covered for ability. Most of these maidens have been going around against each other week in, week out. This is the DF, the different form, and I really like My Time in the first. And then for a bit of value, race 8, number 7, Ichabod Mud. Like the way this dog was able to use a bit of flair there mid-stages, was weaving through, showed a bit of finesse, and I like that when they've got a bit of nous about them, these dogs. And providing he can jump up close to them, I think it'll be pretty hard to hold out. Now at the Cannington 520 again. Didn't have that much luck the run before that win. But Ichabod Mud looks progressive for Glenn Curry. So that's race 8, number 7.
Absolutely, very much looking forward to that card at Cannington on Saturday night. Hayden, that will do us for Greyhound Gold in 2022. Thank you for your company. I'll have appreciate it the last 3 weeks, despite some different questions being thrown at me from time to time. But Merry Christmas to you, mate, and to all our listeners who have joined us on Greyhound Gold in 2022. Make sure you tune in 2023 when we touch base again for another edition of Greyhound Gold.